I thought it was time to do another video on Asperger syndrome. So I'll be reading from the Accommodation and Compliance series, Employees with Asperger Syndrome from the Job Accommodation Network. I will provide a link for you to that website. If you want to look for this, you're going to have to look for this particular article yourself, because I don't have a link. So I'm going to start on page 2 of this. And I'm going to go down to, is Asperger syndrome and disability under the ADA? I think this is important. The ADA does not contain a list of medical conditions that constitute disabilities. Instead, the ADA has a general definition of disability that each person must meet. EEOC 1992. Therefore, some people with Asperger syndrome will have a disability under the ADA and some will not. A person that has a disability if he or she has a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits one or more major life activities. A record of such an impairment, or as regarded as having such an impairment, EEOC 1992, to be a disability covered by the ADA, the impairment must substantially limit one or more life activities. These are activities that an average person can perform with little or no difficulty. Examples are walking, seeing, speaking, hearing, breathing, learning, performing manual tasks, caring for oneself, and working. These are examples only. Other activities such as sitting, standing, lifting, and reading are also major life activities. Most courts have agreed with the activities listed in EEOC. For example, in Brown v. Cox Medical Centers 286 F.3D 1040, 8th Circuit 2002, the court noted that the ability to perform cognitive functions is a major life activity. In Gagliardo v. Conunot Laboratories, Inc., 311 F.3D 565, 3rd Circuit 2002, the court held that concentrating and remembering, more generally cognitive function, are major life activities. Fram 2004. Accommodating employees with Asperger syndrome. Now this gets into a lot of detail, and I'm going to have to go into other videos to break this down because it's very detailed. Note, people with Asperger syndrome may experience some of the limitations discussed below, but seldom develop all of them. Also, the degree of limitation will vary among individuals. Be aware that not all people with AS will need accommodations to perform their jobs, and many others may only need a few accommodations. The following is only a sample of the possibilities available. Numerous other accommodation solutions may exist. Questions to consider. There are 7 questions. What limitations is the employee with AS experiencing? How do these limitations affect the employee and the employee's job performance? What specific job tasks are problematic as a result of these limitations? What accommodations are available to reduce or eliminate these problems? Are all possible resources being used to determine possible accommodations? 5. Has the employee with AS been consulted regarding possible accommodations? 6. Once accommodations are in place, would it be useful to meet with the employee with AS to evaluate the effectiveness of the accommodations and to determine whether additional accommodations are needed? 7. I can't even talk. I cannot say this word. I'm tripping over each time. Supervisory. Why can't I say this word? Personnel and employees need training regarding AS. I'm not going to try to say that word again because I'm tripping over it every time. Okay, this is where it gets very detailed. And this is where I'm going to have to break this up into other videos. So I'm going to give you an overview right now, because I'm already at 5 minutes almost. So there's accommodation ideas, speaking and communicating, time management, impulsivity. Stress management is a big one. Maintaining concentration, organizational and prioritization. I'm tripping over that word too. I don't know why I can't say these words. Social skills, memory, multitasking, big one. And then it provides a situation and a solution. So, I'm gonna briefly go over these. Um, I'm not probably won't hit on all of these, but some of them I want to bring attention to, and I think employers need to know these things. They're very important. So, um, I don't know which one I'm going to go into first, but I will provide a link for you if you would like to read this yourself. There's a lot to read here.